And today we're taking a trip back to the 1980s with a blue thing, with black, with some lights and some sliders.
Special thumbs up.
And the 1980s Line 6 HX1. And that's just to help out. And my name is Gabor.
Hey, welcome along. I'm Alex. We're going to check out this MXR box today. Please hit like and subscribe first up on the video. Ring that bell, leave us a comment, all that good stuff.
Please
help us out a lot. Thank you very much.
And I just want to mention right from the start, this is on loan to us by Jim Dunlop and MXR Australia.
Thanks, Jim.
They're not paying us for it. We don't get to keep it. We're just borrowing it for this video. So
sure, you
make up your minds what your thoughts are on that. So Alex, the MXR Rockman X100.
That's the one.
Yeah. I think originally it was meant to be a headphone amp with a belt clip. And actually our friend Craig has got one of the original ones.
Oh, does he?
And I think we might try and get him to be on the channel to do a video with the original one. But I think it was, originally like a belt clip headphone amp that then became a recording thing that everyone used, and lots of people from Def Leppard to God knows what other bands insert other band with teased hair and tights from the 80s.
Yes.
And pointy guitars and stuff like that. They use it for recording, and today we're going to use it in stereo, and we've got the HX1 just for some stereo delay after it, because the original had some delay. There's been lots of tears cried on the interwebs that the delay part that's on this isn't included, but apparently the original one wasn't very good anyway, so we're using the HX1 ping pong delay just so we can have some stereo, because it's in stereo. Stereo.
Yeah. We're just going direct. That's what we're doing. Plugged in straight to Logic.
So we're going to do a few things. At the moment, we're just going direct. So guitar into this, out of that, into this, and then straight into Logic. We're going to go into an amp as well, just to see what it sounds like into an amp. And then we might even do some sort of Poweramp kind of thing, or emulated Poweramp kind of thing. Timestamps for everything below.
The future will find its way.
So it's a fairly straightforward thing.
Yeah.
You've got an on and off switch. You've got an input, you've got an output, you've got a control here. The control, if you put like a foot switch in it, you can control the modes. You can select between the modes with a foot switch. That's basically what you can do. You've got a volume control for your volume needs, and you've got an input gain, which is basically, more than anything else, a compression thing. So the more you turn it up, the more compressed things get. The less you turn it up, the less compressed things get.
Wonder if it's more like a signal input gain rather than a distortion gain. Like
Probably
how
hard you hit the front of it. Yeah. And it compresses it as it does that. And then you've got a chorus. No other settings on it. There's an internal trim pot where you can set this from stereo to mono. So currently we're using these lovely Tourgear Design little patch lead. And check out this link to Tourgear Design. Tourgear Design, I think that's what they're called. It's like an insert cable. So you've got a TRS cable on one side and two stereos on the other side. But you can flick that to mono if you just want to use it in mono as well. But we're currently using it in glorious stereo.
Yeah, on the HX1 is for some stereo effects.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, ping pong delay.
Yeah. Should we just have a clean tone? It's just basically direct, isn't it?
So this is that off.
Yeah.
So you've got four settings. You've got, to me, kind of confusingly, it starts with clean 2, then you go to clean 1, then you go to edge, and then you go to distortion. So it started with clean 2.
Yep.
And see what it sounds like. So this is clean 2. Oh, and we should also mention Alex's ping pong accident.
Yes, my Olympic ping pong accident. I've kind of cut the end of my thumb, but I have gaffed a pick to it, so that's good.
So yes, yeah.
Yep.
That's some serious compression when you turn it all the way up. So it just depends. How compressed do you want it?
Like 3/4 or something. Yeah. Sure. Nice.
Should we now get a stereo on and turn the chorus on? So that's that.
Right on.
Should we now see what clean 1 sounds like?
Sure. Quite different, actually.
Yeah. In comparison,
Stacks 80s.
same thing with clean 2. Two very different clean sounds.
I like that. It's kind of cool. It's kind of like small in a cool way.
Okay. Edge. So it's the first overdrive setting. Let's start with that sort of in the middle. Chorus off, delay off.
Visions of Leather.
And and spandex.
That's the name of my album, Visions of Leather.
And spandex, in brackets. And now we've got distortion sound, so the second one.
In red, too.
In red, yes. Angry.
More rock and roll.
Super angry.
Sure.
So those are the 4 settings, right? Now let's try
Thumbs up.
for something different. Let's see, what does it sound like running a pedal into it, for example? Ooh. And we now have an overdrive / boost kind of overdrive pre kind of thing running into this and then into the edge.
Of the era.
Of the era, yeah, DID 250. And there's a video on this pedal up here. So let's see what it sounds like. Let's start off with a clean sound. So this is the clean sound, right? Not super great. Let's try the next one. So it works into the dirty channel, not so much into the clean ones. Let's go the high gain thing and see what that sounds like.
Okay, brace yourself. Put some more socks on. You're getting blown off.
As a boost into the dirty channels.
So keep that up. Someone's going to get pregnant.
for sure. So as a boost into the dirty channel, it works.
Yeah.
Let's try something else. So now we have this running into an amplifier, so in front of an amplifier.
Yep.
Right. So like any overdrive pedal, you run guitar into that, out of that, into the amp, or the Mozztronics Amp Switcher, and then the amp, and then the two notes Captor X with IRs and reverb.
We haven't even tried this, so this is an experiment. Come along for the ride. It could be awesome. It could be less awesome.
Yeah. So this is the clean sound of just the amp going in front of the amp. So clean 2. So I should also mention there's an internal trim pot or internal switch, and I've switched it to mono. Before it was set to stereo, now it's set to mono. So I mean, we're boosting it a bit, so it's kind of like almost like a boost with compression and a chorus.
And chorus.
At the moment. Let's go to the second setting, clean 1, the more scoopty clean.
Scoopty.
Let's set the chorus over. Let's go to Edge, first overdrive sound. It works. I mean,
it's a thing.
It's a thing, yeah. It's maybe a bit bright, like it has that shrill top end on the drive settings, but it works. let's try something else. And lastly, because why not, we're going to use this kind of as a preamp going into a Poweramp cabinet in the 2 Notes Opus. There's a video for the 2 Notes Opus here. So we're currently using, for anyone who cares, we're using, the noise gate is off, we're using the preamp we're not using, the Poweramp. It's currently set to a PPEL34. The old PPEL34.
Right on.
Then we've got we're using a Friedman 4x12 vintage cabinet with just the stock mics and a little bit of reverb on and level on 0. And yeah, there we go.
Cool. Well, this is a sound of just that Poweramp and the cab thing.
So let's start with clean 2.
Cool.
See what it sounds like. Let me have a quick go. This is the Vandercaster, sort of super strat, body made by Dave at Vander Guitars, an Orcava neck that painted the headstock the same color. Vega Tram and Mr. Glenn's pickups. This is the Cloud 9, and there's a video for it up here, and this is the Tui. And with that same setting, it sounds like this. Different key and stuff, so it can't be.
rock and roll, innit?
Yes, yes. The stage is over there. Thoughts, Alex? Our Rockman X100 through all the different ways we've used it.
I like it direct and in the front of an amplifier.
Yeah, I mean, this is almost a little bit overkill. I mean, you could also... This is kind of... Instead of going behind there and going into the effects return of the amp, we just thought we'd do that. It's kind of simulating it. It's a similar sort of thing. Little bit sort of overkill. I think, yeah, it sounds fine into the front of an amp.
Yep.
But I guess direct is the thing. You're recording at home. You want that kind of sound. From what everyone is saying, it sort of sits quite well in the mix as well. That's one of the things, because it's sort of very mid-focused.
Yeah.
Not a lot of bottom end. I mean, yeah.
Yeah. It's not really your sound.
It's not really my thing, though.
Like, I like it because I love those sounds. But if it's not your thing, those sort of sounds, then
No, I do like the stereo-ness of the chorus. Even in mono, it has quite stereo-ness to it.
yeah, sure.
But yeah, I mean, yeah, that's me.
No, I like it. I think it's cool. It's definitely like it's a big animal sonically. Like it's,
For what it is, for the size of
it's
it.
definitely a statement.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you guys think?
Thoughts in the comments below. We'll see if we can do a shootout with the proper one. If we can get Craig here at some stage soon while we have this.
Yeah, jam along with our Walkman.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome. Yes.
Yeah, cassette Walkman. If you remember those days, let us know in the comments below. All right, that's it. Big thank you to the lovely people at MXR, Jim Dunlop, Australia, for sending this out to us and letting us have a go with it, lending it to us. We have to send it back. Alex's thumb. And on that note, check out this MXR playlist and see you in the next one.
Catch ya.